It's 4 a.m. Very quiet out here. I know better than this. I remember reading the Bible the first time. I was like, well, Samson was goading them, though. That's not right. And now I'm goading. I know better than that, but my brain's cooked out. So there's the gang stalker house over there. The Freemasons and the CIA and the FBI and the NSA. The FBI complains from their safe house that I shouldn't mention their name. Also, I guess it's higher than them and it's not their fault. So the CIA, Freemasons, DARPA, Deep State, whatever. They've got secret special witchy knowledge. They told me. They said, you're King David. And I ferreted out from movies and stuff that I was Daniel too. Hey. So anyway, I'm not stupid. I'm tactically aware. You guys got potential assassin there. Potential assassin right behind me. Who's quicker than me? Potential Navy SEALs. Beat my ass in a minute. I'm not confused about it. But you guys choose mind control torture every day. While you run false flag wars. While you run bioterrorism. While you run psychological operation news all day long and lie all day on news all day long about everything. Well, they're not lying, they're just admitting the truth that they know October 7th was a false flag and 9/11 was a false flag, and to be fair, they don't all know, and to be fair, they worried for their lives and stuff. I have no idea. They tell me I was St. Francis. They tell me I was King David. They tell me I was Simon Peter. They tell me these things. And I say, how do you know? Who told you? I didn't know that. Nobody told me. So I'm trying to get over shame from 3,000-year-old actions. Having recently found out about them in the last 15 years while they did their mindfuck psycho torture. This is you. Once your brain's hollowed out, you're like, oh, that's me. That's not me. I was putting alien babies in people, and xenomorphs, and Prometheus. I don't remember it. That's the rapist in the Angel movie. In room 23, that's what happened. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. But anyway, the bioterrorists live, and bioterrorist accomplices live over there, and they're assassins in there. They kill lots of people, and then there's more gang stalker assassins and kill people over there. And it's 4 a.m. And it's a quiet night and nobody's around. And my head goes pop pop easily. I have no idea what happens afterwards. I don't know. I took it on faith. I said, God's got to be better than that. I'm sure that's what I said because that's what I always think. I read the Bible and say, no, God's got to be better than that. But anyway. So here we are in gang stalk torture land. Just me and myself and my boredom. I don't know what to do with it. I know they poison the sky, they poison food, they poison water. I know they stopped spraying poison so heavily over here because now we have the fog back that was here for most of my life. But they're still cooking other people's brains in other parts of the country with their neurotoxin bombing and their chemtrails, and they're killing babies. And it's on my conscience because I feel like I should have been able to stop them. But anyway, that's all that. But the Nazi bioterrorists don't come out. They come out in video games to gang stalk me, and they come out and drive around in the day to gang stalk me. But here alone at night, they fail to show up. A crazy man was gunned down in Valley Stream. Like, it's so simple. Nobody believes any of this shit. So I assume they do it to a lot of people. So I don't feel so so bad about just trying to defend myself, but I know they do it to a lot of people. The gang stalk, torture. Government runs secret programs. All of NATO runs secret programs to kill innocent people who find out what they're about. That's where your tax dollars go. They don't go to better roads and better schools and better parks. They go to bioterrorism, and then the ensuing is going to be trillions of dollars from the recent bioterrorism in healthcare costs and loss of work and loss of happiness. And the sky poisoning is going to give a lot of people dementia. Early onset dementia is up 373% as of 5 years ago. So that's pre-COVID. Post-COVID, I'm sure it's up like 600% or 700%. They're making you crazy, dumb, stupid. Make everyone upset all day with their false flag hoax school shootings and hoax terror attacks. You can ferret out their line of thinking by the type of news stories they fake. A mother ate her children. Like, they're not drawn on anything good when they make that shit up. Don't you want to think the world is so awful today? Watch the news. We'll terrorize you. Crazy people. They lost their minds. They say, oh, these people shovel shit for us. Let's pour some more shit on the pile and make them shovel twice as much. It's not enough. We don't have enough power to make them shovel 20 times more. Honestly, how the fuck do I wind up here? How is this my life? But anyway, so that's all that. Hey, I wish I had a clue about the religious stuff so I knew which proper way to pray. So am I fucking up before Jesus, or am I fucking up before Yahweh, or am I fuck up in front of Brahma or something? I don't know. But I was happily playing video games, not bothering anybody. They came from me. They swarmed with media and gang stalkers and music. They swarmed hard. I destroyed my life for 17 years, well, and then they went on. I was praying for him for like 7 years. I was praying for him like 8 years. I was not praying hard enough. And then they did the bioterrorism, and they run their false flags, and they've got their genocide in Gaza, killing innocent people in Gaza. They take all their stuff. This is ours now. And now we will run our 5G AI mind control. I don't know why I'm fighting. Like, I'm pretty fatalistic about this. I'm just like, either good's one or evil's one. I ain't seeing any good winning out here, but that's my personal hellscape torture chamber. I'm sure lots of people are very happy. But I don't know, that's all I know. I know bioterrorism's bad. I know faking school shootings and terrorizing children's bad. I know faking terror attacks and painting targets on people's backs is bad. That kind of stuff is bad. If you gotta fight somebody, at least wait till they're attacking you. I mean, preemptively. We're very scared because we do some evil shit, and we're super scared to die because we do such evil shit. So we need to preemptively kill those people, lest they come kill us. Normal people don't have these problems. Normal people say, I don't know, que sera, sera. Normal people say, look, I pay my taxes and I take care of my family. I don't gotta worry. If there is a God, I'll be fine. That's what normal people do. Normal atheist people or normal people. Me, I don't know. I've been screaming in agony. I got mystical voices coming from God knows where. Saying, it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. I mean, for me. I don't know about you guys. Ho ho ho. No, just kidding. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no clue. Well above my pay grade. I wish it wasn't, but here's another CIA safe house over there. They get lots of money at CIA. They're paying the news to tell you about climate change. They got lights all over their fucking house. It's my new 5G tower. First kid on the block with a 5G mind control tower. There's only one in Valley Stream when I saw that, and I had to go searching for another one. I found another one, but I assume that's what it is. Maybe it's just a straight localized brain rape machine. Who knows? But anyway, so that's what your government is about. I'm sure there's lots of good, honest, confused people saying what the fuck, but somehow super criminals are above the law, like way above the law. They can do any old Nazi thing they please. Ugh. So anyway, there's all that. Somehow this is reality. Hey, as far as I can see, which is not very far anymore. Like I said, they cooked out my brain. Somebody litter at the 5G tower. Someone's been littering the 5G tower. My God, that's a crime against the deep state. Anyway, I don't know. That's a 5G tower. I'd always assumed that this guy was a gang stalker, but now I'm doubly sure because he's middle of the night looking all creepy. How's it going? What's up? I'd be doubly sure. They're confused about what I'm scared of. I was scared of God. I wasn't scared of them. Hey. They only have NATO and tanks and bombs and guns and machine guns and bioweapons and assassins. Hey. To me, that does not compare to God. Are you gonna help me? Yo, dude. Hello? Is there anybody there? So anyway, that's all that. There's the house right there. When I was a child, where I must have strategically molested the young girl so that she would strategically play sex games with me when I was 4. Right next to the gang stalker house. I'd imagine that's above even CIA pay grade and stuff, and that's just the forces they work for. So again, biblically it does fit the bill of the beast will make the harlot desolate. Maybe I'm just the beast. Suck for me, but this is what they've been telling me. This is what they've been pumping into my head. Hey. Other probable gang stalker house there. Very sure of gang stalking there, actually. Hey, I know we're back to the man who ran my car over here. Lots of fun with gang stalkers. Hey. And I thank God, and I say, I got 2 good neighbors I'm sure about because I've known them. And they're good, and they're nice people. But otherwise, all this evil Nazi shit, I don't know. I can't stop them. You're gonna do their evil Nazi shit, or decide not to do their evil Nazi shit. I have no idea. If I was healthier, maybe I'd have a better voice about it, but it's this God stuff, and I hate the God stuff. Better off under a tree in Italy, saying, "Oh, Lord God," or however I talked 1,000 years ago. But anyway, this is what they tell me. This is how I piece together what the fuck is going on here. And I still have no idea what the fuck is going on here other than bioterrorism and fun stuff. You guys can come. My phone would drop to the ground. This will never get pressed play on the interwebs. You guys can come do assassin things. I am like you, I have little faith. So anyway, from my point of view, how I used to think, there's a good reason why something wouldn't be someone's fault, but they just keep going and they torture me, and that made it personal, and I'm not very zen like that. But anyway, I don't know those gang stalkers that way. I know over yonder there's gang stalkers with their personalized license plates way over yonder near my friend's old mom's house. They knew, they calculated. The certainties were few, but they calculated on some of them. He'll show up there. He'll be around there. He likes to walk around there. Put a personalized gang stalk license plate over there. Hey. Again, I'm not the only one that gets this special treatment. I'm sure there's plenty of people being tortured and their families like, you're a crazy person. Our government would never do that. As if there's never been a Hitler and there's never been a Mussolini. There's never been an evil scumbag like King David and say, hide your wife. You know. But anyway, so that's all that. All this goes on in Sunny Valley Stream in the shadows of the night. Super scary. I wish I had a handle on it so I could enjoy myself. But it should be more serious than that too. Literally just slaughtering people for sport because they can. We ran apartheid and made them second-class citizens, and then they fired rockets at us. It was very unfair. I don't think that's proper. These Muslims want to come here and take our country. Well, you just blew up theirs. Seems fair to me. Plus, they'd never. They're better people than that. They're not the conniving kind that, oh, we just made it look like you guys blew up the Twin Towers, and now we get to kill you all. As our soldiers come home with PTSD horror nightmares, we'll use that as leverage to foster more hate upon you. Hey, well, they don't work like that, at least. Hey, those are some honest jihadis over there. Not like you guys over here. We'll create the appearance of. Was again in my personalized TikTok feed the one night where the woman's like, you don't get how this works. I go to the police and say you attacked me, and then you go to jail. Because their club has lots of cops, and their club has lots of judges, and their club has lots of power, so they can pull that sort of thing off. Again, they were confused. I left home 17 years ago because I thought they'd kill me on the road, and I'd protect my family and die safe away from my family. And they're like, where are you gonna run to now, little rabbit? I never thought that I was driving across the country to get away from the CIA or some secret cult that I just noticed had taken over the world. I wasn't confused about that. But they haven't killed me yet for some reason. They just want to torture, mind control me so they can get me to say things and say, look at what you said, you're a terrible person. We only had to torture you for 17 years. I suppose that's their line of thinking. I should have been better than all this, I suppose. But anyway, here we are. Lonely 4 a.m. No CIA gang stalkers to be found. The assassins are in bed and asleep or plotting tomorrow's gang stalk license plate. It doesn't get to me that they gang stalk me. It gets to me that they just have the audacity to like come say hi after they torture me while they're blowing up people and killing people and raping the world and killing innocent babies on purpose with their neurotoxins, because that's collateral damage, because what they really want is brain damaged babies with neurotoxins. Killing the children's incidental. Maybe it's not. Maybe like some people are population control agenda people. And the other people are like, no, we do this so that we could have mind slaves. Like, I'm sure the brain snakes talk to them in their own special ways and get them motivated. Like, well, I heard it was like this. It's tra-la-la when you kill people. For my part, at least, I feel like I was a berserker 3,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago. God said I can kill them? Okay. Must have been something like that. I don't know. I have no recollection. You kind of lose your mind when someone's eating a baby's face in the next town over, I guess. I hope it's something excusable like that. But anyway. This is all some super evil criminal mastermind setup. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But anyway. That's all that. You guys keep pulling my pants down. So anyway, I can't do with all the form and function of these things, how they're supposed to properly. I'm supposed to kneel this way and pray this way, and I can't. It's like, God help me, God help me. That's the best I can do. And to be fair, God was like, you're supposed to help other people. Yeah, do it a little bit sometimes. Like, I die easy. I'm very sure I die easy. I don't think there's any special magical powers going on here. But anyway, that's all that. You guys come assassinate me tomorrow or something at your good pleasure. It's not really an assassination. I'm just the dude who lives in Valley Stream. It's just be a proper murder without all the mind control torture. Don't you think you guys ever strapped yourselves into one of your mind control torture machines? I think it's nothing. It's like, oh, we've just been cooking your brain out. It's just demons rooting around your brain. They entertain us. They can't really be hurting you. Or something like that. So anyway, I don't know how to put the Lego pieces back in place. I just know how to bitch and moan. Know how to minge about this stuff. And I walk back to 7-Eleven and get the rest of my cigarettes, because I work myself up into a tizzy with this stuff. Crazy. We've got a Congress that takes bribes, and then you got like the few good honest people there fighting against, and I'm sure they're just like, because they're like studious type of insulated people, and they're not aware that they're in the bribe factory. Like, man, that was a good bill. How come I couldn't get it passed? It would have helped a lot of people. And then the cadre goes into the other room and cackles. Again, I make fun. I don't know how they really are, but it's gotta be something like that. Oh, the old boy club. Triangle finger. So anyway, I know, I complained. Supposedly, if I wrote those songs, I complained. I said, hey God, it's not right. Nothing was good over here. I was raised in iniquity. But anyway, You're not supposed to do the secret evil stuff, I'm very sure. It's apparently my job to say blah blah blah. You're not supposed to be evil people. Just be happy, sunny people. Happy, sunny people are happy and they make life happy for everybody. Then God doesn't have to explain the whole universe to people all at once so that they can say, oh, I trust God now. Because nobody's slicing everybody in half. And maybe it'll be a little bit better. I have no idea. But anyway, this is all this. I'm dealing with weird multi-dimensional, as I see it, through time attacks. I'm like, I don't like this. It's not fun. Anybody out there have a better idea about any of this? And lots of people do. Plenty of people aren't involved in any of this. There's plenty of people who, if they saw what I saw, would have said, hey, well, that's fucked up. Stupid me, I saw it and I was like, oh, I gotta fight now. But this will fight I can't win, so. So there it is. Stupid stuff. Land of bioterror. Home of the brain cooked, so how could they possibly do any better if they're all brain cooked, I guess. But I feel like 5G AI mind control takeover is probably a bad thing. I feel like corrupt congressmen and bribes and assassinations and gang stalk torture and false flag wars and fake school shootings are bad things. I know they do their witchy mind control stuff. It's CC, see? It's CC, see? And I play video games. And I know CC means crowd control, so they can secretly communicate with me the hacked words that I knew and then threw them at me and said, it's CC, see? I should know I do not see. I don't believe you. I'll think that if what you're doing has to break your conscience in half to do it, then you're probably doing the wrong thing. If you gotta get a brain bug rooting around your brain, it tells you, oh, this is joyful, cheerful. You probably got it wrong. Hey. So anyway, where's all that? There's all that. What else is going on out here? Prisons for profit. Very bad. Very evil idea. Incentivizes corruption. Disincentivizes rehabilitation. Healing. That sort of thing. The good stuff. I remember the good stuff. I remember believing it. My whole heart. Hey. I was stupid me when they started on me. I was like, but I won't even be able to tell them that the prison stuff is bad. You're not supposed to be making it worse. I was very upset for a minute. Oh, what are you gonna do? Hey. Go sleep. Think about these things again. The trouble is, like, I only have these small problems with bioterrorism and mind control torture and fake news and false flags and poisoning babies and poisoning the sky and poisoning water. Other than that, assassinating prime ministers who won't go along with their COVID measures. Like, they've literally taken over every single freaking nation. Every last nation on the planet they've got. They've got the government, Australia's government. Like, Australia, like, such good, happy, shiny people, and then their government just completely fucked because they get away with extra evil because the people are so nice and cavalier about everything. That's just where I have eyes. I can't study German news or French news. I don't speak the language. I'm sure that I know they're doing the same things there. Sweden with their fake terror attack, their fake truck attack. Berlin with their fake truck attack. What else? It was Australia had their fake car attack. Canada's faking wolf noises to practice for psychological operations against their own population. Like, Canada. like anybody else my age, like, Canada. Like, they're super friendly people. I mean, to be fair, they're not faking as many school shootings. I guess they're faking wolf attacks. It's like gentler in some ways. I don't know. It's all too twisted for me. So supposedly, allegedly, 3,000 years ago, when I had some laws to meditate on, I said, I'll think about this all night long. This is confusing me. They try and pretend. They try and say, you know what's going on. But I heard their songs. You said it. You said the Baffled King. And I said, nah, I got you. You sons of bitches. You know I don't know shit. Oh, I know what's in front of me. This shit's confusing as fuck to me, but I know Nazi bioterrorism is bad. I know faking school shooting and terrorizing children is bad. Hey, I can live with the, but I'm not God, so I don't know how God sees it. I can live with greedy, annoying people being greedy and annoying, but you won't catch me working for them. Hey. Also, well, there's no fair, I won't do it. I won't do that stuff. I don't do that stuff. Anyway. But anyway. Who knows? Maybe they'll come killing me tomorrow. We'll find out absolutely nothing once again. It's morbid, but it's freeing in a way. Not really, but anyway. Anyway, like I said, your government spent at least $50 million gang stalking me, and all the royalties they get off all the music that they make, specifically to attack me, have inspired them to write songs to torture me, I suppose. What can we make up to torture him today? Write a love song, that'll crush him. And stuff like that, and such as that goes on. But again, they've been calling their shots and I'm fighting clueless. I said, you're so vain, you probably think this song's about you. And I said, oh, it's a psychological attack. Like, anybody who hears it's going to hear your, and the word your usually means you in conversation. And I like, oh, who's that song about? Some guy named David. Oh, fuck you. I shouldn't be joking. Like, right now, they're actively slaughtering innocent people in Palestine. They're actively running sweatshops and actively exploiting cheap Mexicans and blaming them for economic problems. They're actively exploiting iPhone workers, iPhone makers, and Lord knows I participate. I've got a cell phone. Well, anyway, there's gotta be some limit, something here. I guess there isn't really, right? People just die. It's fine. I don't like it. I'll whine, but what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So that was like my big secret. Was, I think God's better than all this. So it was like, no, God, you gotta be better than that. don't know that he listens to me any more than anybody else, but I somehow accomplished being the most whiny person in the room. So anyway, there's all that. Hey, I have much deeper problems than that, but they make no sense. Hey. But anyway, if you guys think I'm the source of all your problems again, I stubbed my toe, it hurts real bad. I get cavities and they hurt real bad. Pretty sure bullets stop me just fine. I'd imagine. But anyway, other than that, life is hunky-dory and I try and enjoy myself. You know. But again, slaughtering innocent Palestinian people just every day. We're just like, yeah, we'll slaughter more. So I worry about when Sheba makes the whole world dance, then the world will end. You got soldiers dancing while they're killing people. Hey. When the goddess of destruction makes the whole world dance. But anyway, this is where I lean towards. I'm like, oh, is it the Jesus stuff or is it the Jewish stuff? Well, the Jewish stuff says the false prophet will get slapped in their hands, and then they'll say, oh, where'd you get those red hands from? Oh, my neighbor slapped me. I like that better. But I like the praying for your enemies thing better, so it's just so much easier to do. So I got no clue. I don't like the book of Revelation. I don't like Jesus showing up and torturing a prostitute to death. We're like, hey, you're supposed to have an encounter and then she's healed. Like, that's what I read about. That's what I was told. That's what I was told. You guys been gaming me for 2,000 years? I mean, not straight, like, obviously. I had a happy life when I had no clue. Now I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Try worrying, I worry, but I got nothing for it. I got no hands for it. I can't save souls or anything like that, so I don't know what to do with it. I'm a vain, shallow person, and I don't like it that way. Not really, but anyway. Anyway, all this goes on here. All this madness. You're not supposed to hurt people. You're supposed to feel for other people. You're too lazy to help somebody, that's fine. Just don't go hurting people. That's about it. Don't be, oh, we cleverly got someone else to hurt somebody. Like, it's the same difference. They were not as smart as us when we tricked them into hurting people. This is very bad. That's where I wish I had the common sense of the dude who works here at the cash register. He'd have chased you out. He'd have called the cops right away. Hey. Me, I was like, I'll handle it. I'll figure it out. Big fool I guess. But anyway, that's all that. Those, again, my only problems is they're nuking people's brains with neurotoxins. They're cooking babies' brains with neurotoxins. They're all the vaccination charts are like, disease disappeared, then they hand out the vaccination, then they say they cured the vaccination. HIV was a complete hoax. They're still running that hoax. They're still poisoning people off of that hoax. You can find Dr. Wilner on YouTube. Dr. Wilner injects himself with HIV. Or Dr. Wilner injects HIV into himself. 1993's Nobel Prize winner for chemistry that invented the PCR test agreed with him. It's complete bullshit. I saw gay people were taking party drugs. They used it for false religious fervor. And then they actively killed them with AZT. They knew AZT would kill them, and they actively killed them with AZT. And there's people who, you can't find those videos anymore on YouTube, but there were people who were going deep and getting tested 5 times in one day, and it would come back negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, at like different clinics. It's literally destroying people's lives. I mean, I can somewhat empathize. I got herpes when I was 21, 22 years old. It's like, oh my god, my life is over. I can't imagine HIV would be like one step above that. And then they just keep doing it. They're like just still doing it. They're just like, yeah, those aren't the enlightened people. Triangle finger. So anyway, they run prisons for profit. They do false flags. They take tax dollars and buy a weapon, attack you, and then give kickbacks to their friends and sell $1.38 trillion worth of vaccinations just for COVID alone. And they spread that among their friends, and they gleefully dance in their yachts with their corruption, and then they corrupt more people, and they corrupt more people, and they make everything worse and worse and worse. And I said, this is how it works. And I said, well, this is how it works. You gotta count me out. I don't trust God here. I won't do it. I can trust plenty of happy amorphous things, but we purposely get away with evil, and this is the true enlightened path. Like, no, it just doesn't play with me. Sorry. There's a difference between being like, oh yeah, I'm screwed up like this, and I'm screwed up like this because we're the special people, and the special people get to screw up like this because we know that there's no such thing as bad, and we just get to do whatever evil we please. Once you join our club or we'll kill you. Join our club or we'll kill you. Join our club or we'll kill you. Join our club or we'll kill your friends. Join our club or we'll kill your family. Join our club. Hey. And that's what they do. That's what they do with their mind control torture. So I don't know. Maybe Jesus come tomorrow in the space fort and blow up all the bad people. Maybe Yahweh come tomorrow, sort everyone out. I have no idea. Not everyone, right? Great and terrible is what it says. Plenty of people are like, wow, this is fucking great. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I read in books. That's the lens that I've forced to look at it through. It doesn't make any sense to me. I pray and I say, oh God, I'm gonna keep my Saturdays. You gotta let me keep my Saturdays. I can't do any of that stuff. If you're not showing up, I'm not. I'd be not a bad person, but it's about the best I can do. I'm gonna say, God, where you punning? You sat your day. I'd have made a good preacher. I come up with lots of stupid stuff to say. What gets you out of Faust? Like a Faust, like the deal with the devil is what Faust made. So what gets you out of Faust? It's clever. Fast gets you out of Faust. It's biblical. It makes sense. Like, I shouldn't look for God in these ways. Drunken, insane ways to. You're supposed to be a good person, and your life is shiny and happy, and then that's that. According to what I read. But anyway, so there's all that. That's all I got to say for now. Maybe I'll think of something better tomorrow. Maybe it's my own fault for being draconian 3,000 years ago, and people are like, we killed just like King David did. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I tell them to stop. No one ever believed me. I'm full from Valley Stream. I'm a schlub. Well, you see, I watched The Karate Kid, and I realized that the song was enchanting. You're the best around. He's gonna fight. No, I'll learn to fight. Learn not to fight way before Babylon, apparently. So I wasn't fighting in Babylon. I'm sure I could have snuck into Nebuchadnezzar's room at night and done some strangulation movements. Just learned better. I knew better. I was like, God, it says in this book you're gonna show up. I mean, again, if I'm fairing it out right. Well, it was some strong childhood imprinting, so. And it fits. Daniel the Red. Daniel the Russo. Daniel the Red is gonna fight. Only fight in self-defense. You guys are only doing witchcraft. But anyway. Hopefully it's just God sorting the insanity out of us. I suppose. I can hope for good things, can I? I'm allowed to hope for good things, God. Hello? Hello? Oh. I don't know. Well, anyway, all that goes on. Only 2 people are gonna watch this video, and 2 people are gonna think I'm insane, so. But you should stop jabbing your babies with their poison. They should stop poisoning babies. They should stop faking all news and stop being corrupt evil people and special enlightened evil people. Stop blaming Muslims for you guys blowing them up and then saying, oh, they're such rowdy people. Stop running myopic news where a Muslim raped somebody. Yeah, but there's a rape a minute in the U.S. and I'm willing to bet that 70% are, what's the demographics? I'm willing to bet 20% of those rapes are Hispanic people and 10% are black people and 60% are white people or whatever along demographic lines. But the news knows how to be clever. Never show a white guy rape somebody. Only show when a Muslim rapes somebody. These Muslims are always raping people. I've seen it on the news. They are clever. The news knows how to game statistics and make numbers sound different than they should. They never do it to clarify, they only do it to obfuscate. They never do it to help people, they only do it for their corrupt ends. What are you gonna do? So anyway, again, this is just me talking. I may well be the beast of Revelation. Jesus is gonna come blow me up and I'll be like, the smoke of my torment. I got differing opinions on this, and no one will speak to me, so I don't know what to do with any of it. But again, you guys came for me. I was happily sitting there playing video games. You can't say don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. You can't say want to be starting something. You gotta be starting something. I wasn't trying to start anything. You heard? Those are personalized songs. That's the heavy witchy stuff. Michael Jackson faked his death and he's in hiding now, so I feel comfortable saying it. I was 3 years old and I hit my brother with a wooden stock. He's much bigger than me, and I was 3 years old. I hit him with a wooden stock rifle, like toy rifle. And then the "Addie, are you okay?" song came out. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm really a smooth criminal, and The people who fake all news got it right. Again, when they introduced themselves to me, the sidelong spiritual accusation was David faked his own death, because right in my face, oh, this has just happened to get exposed. David Bowie faked his own death. And David Bowie did fake his own death, but like the implication was like, no. I went and died. I went and died praying. I got no way out of this. Well, that was their clever spiritual attack. Just like their clever spiritual attack. Here I am walking down Wheeler Avenue now with Sandy Hook right after they came attacking me. I'll say, what the fuck is going on here? And they fake all news, and they fake the Sandy Hook news, and the lead witnesses for Sandy Hook are David and Francine Wheeler, because all St. Francis too, so ha ha ha. I'm painting targets on me with their weird witchy attacks. I had no clue about it. I don't work that way. I don't do all sorts of things. But the news does. 23 of the 26 Sandy Hook families had acting careers. It's like 15 of those families started charities, and it's a mafia style charity. Like, yeah, we're gonna get paid off of this. like weeks later, like, my child died, I'm starting a charity. My child died, I'm starting a charity. She was the sunshine, my child just died. So they've got their brain hollowed out by demons, so no, you could probably blame them. Again, I say demons, maybe it's Leviathan or something like that. The Old Testament stuff. God will punish Leviathan, the great slinking serpent, into the sea. You put your hand to it, you won't want to fight him. Say, I gotta go back in for it, God. I haven't had enough yet. But anyway, oh yeah, that was their special. Like the weird voice. Everybody gets slightly attacked with the angel demon on the shoulder thing, but the guy who was exposing Sandy Hook was, "Where are you going, David?" And then I was just like haunting, like, I didn't know anything about this. But anyway, that's all that. Those are the things you do when you get your brain raped out by demons. Right, Sonny? Meow. Meow. At least Sonny's happy. She had a hard life. She grew up on the mean streets of other cats kicking her ass. Meow. Meow. Come inside. Meow. You coming inside? Meow. Come on. Oh. It's cat wars. Meow. It was a standoff at the OK Corral. Meow. Come on. Sonny, come on. They've been fighting since they met. They were introduced poorly. We got some special gang stalk news on. My mom falls asleep, put the gang stalk news on, and then they get to slip in their special witchy words specifically for me. Hey. So anyway, here's my last stand. Room over here is very dramatic. I've got provisions in case the war gets real. But anyway, that's all that. Hey, criminally minded people. You're not supposed to be criminally minded people. You're not supposed to be getting away with stuff. Hey, you're better off being an honest fuck up. That's much nicer. People like you better. You can enjoy life happy and free. I miss it. I miss it a lot. Anyway, what's she gonna do? I get some sleep. Probably not, but I'm too worked up. What else they been doing? I used to mug the old people at 3 a.m. with their coin shows. They don't do that much anymore. They mug the little kids with their loot boxes. There's a complaint for you. We've only got $30 million in our family. We can milk these kids and make life suck for them. I don't know. First world problems, I guess. It's trickle down suckiness, though. You spend your life fucking everyone over, and then everyone's fucked over, and everybody's gotta be on guard, and everybody gets edgy, and plus they're pumping the neurotoxins into everyone's brain to give us human rabies, so we're more prone to violence, and more prone to hate, and more prone to anger. Like they do. And then they cook the baby's brains. Hey, I don't know what to do about any of it. I can't do anything about it, I guess. You just complain. You should pay attention to your Congress people. The good guys over there need to help. Nobody pays any attention to the bad guys are getting away with murder. Not in a figurative sense either. In a real sense. Hey. But yeah. I'm not the storybook character. I grew up and I hated death penalty with all my heart. So that's wrong. You're not supposed to. If you got someone caught, then you can help them. Hey, I believed all that stuff. I believed the forgiveness and the prayer and the mercy stuff. But they ripped it out of my brain. I don't like being dishonest, so I don't like to say stuff that I'm not feeling, so. It's a strange thing. Anyway. What's she gonna do? I'm gonna go listen to some Indian chants. I'll say, I sure hope this is God. My trouble is, like, when I hear your God, and I say, wait, you're God? I'm supposed to be the real God. It's supposed to be the only God. I'm confused again. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway. So, good night, bioterrorists. Stop torturing me and killing people. Don't like it. I didn't like being tortured. I was happier before I was tortured. I swear. Oh, what are we gonna do? Again, there's metaphysical things here that I got no handle on. I don't know how to fight. I should properly be more kind and courteous to the bad guys. They don't know any better. They're just stupid, or they need to stop being evil, so they stop hurting people, so that they could be healthy people, or something like that, right? That's what all the holy books say. That's what I read. I don't know. Anyway. That's all I got. If you find out I'm wrong, don't beat me up with it.